and welcome to the second episode of Selling Chicago. I'm Nick Libert, your host, and this is the Chicago neighborhood of Lakeview. This is my home, and this is home to so many of my friends and clients. I'm very excited to show you several things today. Some of it smart and sexy, some of it just smart. We're going to talk about multi-unit housing, how you can buy an entire building basically for the same amount of money down or the same percentage down as a condo or a single family home and have a much bigger return on investment. I'm going to show you two of my favorite neighborhood businesses, and we're going to have a lot of fun doing it. So join me. So we are here today with my friend and fellow exit realtor, John Corey. John is a fantastic agent specializing in, shouldn't say specializing, but a lot of your inventory is multi-unit buildings. And he's been getting a lot of listings right here in Lakeview. And this one is actually special because this is one you own yourself.
Yes. Purchased it in 2001, so had it for a while now.
And this is a 2-unit building. How many beds, how many baths, John?
4-bed, 3-bath on the duplex up, and then a 2-bed, 1-bath down.
So the neat thing is that what John has done is, as a realtor, he's monetized not only helping out other people buy, sell, and invest in real estate, but he's also invested for himself. I really encourage everyone that has a real estate license own a piece of the action as well. The joy of a multi-unit building, it's not always the sexiest. We're gonna walk through with John in a minute here. John originally did live here in one of the units, so you can buy into the building and buy an entire building with the same amount of percent money down that you would for a condo or a single family home, so your return on investment is much higher. We call that house hacking. So John, for you, how important has this been to be a real estate investor as well as a realtor?
It's been a game changer for me. This single building has paid 2 mortgages for the last 15, 20 years.
So one of the genius things about house hacking is you have multiple exit strategies. And yes, there is a pun intended there. Number one, you can obviously live in the 1 unit, rent out the rest, and have the tenants pay all of your mortgage or most of your mortgage. You can also pull equity out of the property as you improve it and the property appreciates over time. And then the other 2 exit strategies out there are you can deconvert a multi-unit building into a single family home and sell it for $1 million, $2 million around in this neighborhood. But then also you could split these up into condominiums. Now I've had people they've taken their building down, they've demolished it, and their land is worth so much they've built new construction and done a condominium building or something else. But many ways to monetize and make money in real estate investing. It's so smart to do the house hacking, buy the whole building, live in 1 unit, rent out the rest, and then later on, you can obviously do great things with it as a consumer or as a realtor, being smarter with your license, right, John?
Yes, that's what I'm doing now.
If you had any advice for a buyer looking to invest in a multi-unit building or a realtor looking to start to build a portfolio, what would be your best piece of advice?
My best piece of advice would be keep up with the property. Do not be an absentee landlord. Part of your value in equity that you work so hard for, you're going to let it go if you don't keep up with things. You have to have regular updates on bathrooms, kitchen, appliances, and in this case, I'm making some improvements on the master bedroom in this wonderful fireplace I have.
And I can tell you from being an absentee landlord and making some pretty critical mistakes as one, don't do that. Follow what John's advice is. And I'll tell you again, John, thank you so much for being here today. Everyone else, we are now going to go to two really fun spots in the neighborhood. So we've had some great time where you can monetize the experience of being an owner, and now I get to show you some of the fun things to do in the neighborhood. This is a special treat. I'm here with my good friend Dusty Carpenter. Dusty is Director of Operations for Another Round Restaurant Group. They are also the owners of DS Tequila, which is where we are at today. Dusty and I have been friends for over 11 years.
Yeah, it's 11 now.
11 years. The organization does an amazing job of entertaining in the community. They also have a lot of charity involvement. My company, Exit Realty, we have partnered with DS Tequila to do a toy drive in the past. That's also where we throw our after parties for our holiday party every year. Talk to us about the involvement between your organization and Lakeview.
There's quite a few. Me and one of the partners are both on the North Halstead Business Alliance board, which runs the Chamber of Commerce that runs all of North Halstead. So for Pride Fest, Market Days, the Halloween Parade. So we're very involved in that. Since day one, we've always been very involved in the community because I definitely believe that small business can make a difference.
And that's something that is not always in every neighborhood or in every organization. The incredible involvement in the community, particularly with the LGBTQ youth and all the things that you guys have done, we really, really appreciate it as a community. What are your next plans as a restaurant group and as an organization?
We have several things going. We're getting ready to open a new concept called Crispy Chicks. We originally started it as a ghost kitchen that was just doing takeout during the pandemic. The sales were so great on it that we've been building out this summer the physical location.
Amazing. And then also you, of course, you personally are behind Pride in the Park,
yes,
which is an amazing event every year in the summertime. How many people came to Pride in the Park this year? What was your attendance?
So this was our second year. We had 17,000 people through the gates on Saturday and 12,000 people through the gates on Sunday.
And I can tell you from personal experience, myself and many clients had a lot of fun. So thank you, Dusty, for everything you and your organization do for the Lakeview community and for the LGBTQ plus community at large.
All right. Thank you, Dave.
Appreciate your time.
Thank you.
Well, it is that time in the world, so we're taking our masks off and we're unmasking one of my favorite businesses in the Lakeview neighborhood, and they actually are my neighbor. Joanna Slusky, Doctor of Optometry, owns the Halstead Eye Boutique, this beautiful location we have right here. Joanna, welcome to Selling Chicago. What made you choose this particular neighborhood over others when you were looking at a place to put your location?
So I acquired the location back in 2007. What I loved besides the space itself with a lot of window front was the fact that it has just such a community feel.
What made you choose optometry as a career path?
As a matter of fact, it was my grandfather. Almost 2 decades ago, he actually got diagnosed with an eye tumor from an eye exam.
Oh my gosh.
I know. So he went in for just a regular checkup. He wasn't having any sort of a visual issue. Went in and got diagnosed with an eye tumor, which happened to have been a metastasis from prostate cancer.
Wow.
So it made an incredible impact on me and the rest of the family, of course. But as I grew up, as I went to college and then transitioned into figuring out what I wanted to do with myself thereafter, I wanted to make some sort of an impact in people's lives.
One of the things I really appreciate about Dr. Joanna is that she has such a passionate approach to the holistic way of not only doing your job as an optometrist, but then also the style, the fashion, everything about your business is just so well-rounded. In the vein of betterment, what would you say is the most important thing you would like to tell your clients or to the audience out there as far as eye health? One tip for them that they need to follow.
Be proactive. Rather than be reactive, be proactive. Just because we can stop issues from progressing to an unmanageable level, Whether it be a child that's 3 years old or an adult that's 103, as long as I have a set of eyes in front of me, I'm going to do the best thing possible to make sure that all of the aspects of overall health and eye health are being addressed. So from a holistic perspective, we look at it at the overall person, the overall activities, job, visual experience, medications, diet, lifestyle, everything combined. If we are being proactive rather than reactive, I'm able to address you sooner. I'm able to discover challenges that you might be experiencing.
When would you say is a good frequency of exams?
Absolutely once a year, but in some cases, I see patients more frequently.
Definitely, I need to come here more. We hope you join us, Dr. Slutsky. I really appreciate your time today. Thank you very much. So there you have it, folks, the Lakeview neighborhood. It's where I found myself. So many of my friends and clients have found themselves, founded businesses, and I hope you found some value in today's episode. Next episode, we're going to the south side of Chicago. We're going to be talking about green and renewable energy, some really exciting things going on there. So stay tuned to the next episode of Selling Chicago. I'm Nick Libert, your host. Thank you for being here.